This might well have been the greatest game in Premier League history. I'm not even joking. It's up there for me.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying the same, drop a like. That'll be most lovely. So today, away at Fulham to start with. And honestly, I feel more confident about this than I did about the Bournemouth game, although I think we played well against Bournemouth. But we're away, and our away record is good. Fulham are kind of struggling at the moment. I feel like this is the win, because it would, be 3-4 games without a win if we don't get one here? And, you know, these are some more winnable matches. We won at Old Trafford, for crying out loud, and then we couldn't beat Bournemouth when we were in front there. So frustrating for us there. Blackhaven did win a game. They won 6-3 away at West Ham, and Luis Santos scored 4 times in that game. So they've got goals in their team. They just need to do it more often, I guess. Another sad news, Bruzidi tore a thigh muscle while on duty for his national team, and he's going to be out for 3 months, which means we're going to be left with 17-year-old... we're going to be left with our 17-year-old Norwegian right winger playing for a while now. So a big chance for him to take over, but Bruzidi had hit the ground running so much, so that's frustrating. Now, it's Sunday, which means it's Regen Sunday. Let's get going. First up, Iran, who is from the Czech Republic, because of course he is. Then we've got Carwyn Billington. He's Win Billington's driving instructor. I love it. And he's from West Brom. Just makes even more sense with the Billington-Millington partnership. But Carwyn Billington. You love it. Followed by Ronaldinho with one flair. Something does not quite add up there. Then Peter Voss. Just a phenomenal player. Just insanely good player. Then Gert Vennegoor of Hesselink. I haven't heard Vennegoor of Hesselink in a while. It must be the longest name in the game. Actually, no, it's probably not. There's a Madagascan out there being like, how dare you? And lastly, Cedric Valade, who is just a phenomenal player. At 18, to be that good already is superb. So yeah, that's Regen Sunday. If you want to participate, head over to the Regen part of the Discord, link in the description, and drop them in there for next week. We must move on. Today, I think we've got a good chance. Blackhaven, less so, playing against Manchester City at home. Now, the injuries on that right-hand side are really starting to add up, though. Much like last season, in fact. In fact, with both Herbert and Bruzidi both out. So Bruzidi will come out and Schutter will come in. Obviously, at right back, we can hopefully get Charlier back in. Yes. It's not great, but it'll do. Everywhere else, though, is looking pretty good. Ropas finally got a Greek call-up, and he did actually play his first game for the country. I didn't put an international clause in his contract, so that didn't cause any problems for us at all. I think it's only a matter of time before he does get some league games for us, though, because Billington's done well this season. But I wonder if Ropas has long-term potential for us. But I think he seems to be fine being on the bench for the moment, so I guess we'll accept that. So who have we got left that could potentially come in there? You know what? Screw it. Ben Putman-Kiteley makes the Premier League bench for the game away at Fulham. He didn't play a single league game for us last year. Maybe he'll get a chance in the Premier League. He's the best right winger we've got left. Oh, wait, there's Jeff Hay. You know what? I'm going to give Putman-Kiteley his chance today. Not to start. Although they do have an entire city in the back line here, which is concerning. If we play as well as we did against Bournemouth in terms of the actual play, then I think we could get something at the Cottage here. But we do need to be better in front of goal. Billington had several really good chances against Bournemouth that could have killed that game off and made that late goal completely pointless. Although Sullivan's won it, this is the perfect territory for Franz Sullivan, and it's cleared. Another great opportunity has gone begging for us. Watford are winning again. Watford go top of the Premier League as things stand. 22 points on the board already. That defeat to them is not looking quite so bad now. Here we go. Sullivan to drop one into the box. Can we get a Thompson header on it? Yes, we can! And we got the lead at Craven Cottage. Fraser Thompson's first goal in the Premier League. Franz Sullivan gets the assist, and we have the lead at the Cottage. I think that's a fair result so far. We've created a few opportunities. That's just a really, really good header from Thompson. Nobody marks him. Clean header. 1-0. Beautiful. Amazingly, Watford would still be top as things stand, and it's all the way through, and Simon Nelson makes it 2-0 at the Cottage with his 3rd goal of the year. He has hit the ground running in the Premier League, but look at that. It was Kimberley again. Clive Kimberley, wonderful ball. Puts that perfectly on the head of Simon Nelson, and I think we might be about to finally grab another victory. It's not like it's been that long, but still. Or can he put another one in? Oh, and he has! And Fraser Thompson scored again. We're 3-0 up. I mean, we've had to rely on set pieces today because our open play stuff lately has been kind of poor, but Kimberley will grab himself another assist for the season. That takes his tally to 6 already this year, and he gets them from open play, from free kicks. He is a god, and we're 3-0 up. Galeno. That's a good ball through, and they've got one back. Ross Warner grabs a goal back for Fulham just before half-time there, and I can't really begrudge them that. They've been okay. We've just managed to take advantage of some set-piece play for once. It's good play from Galeno. I feel like, fullback's not having the best time of it there. Nobody tracks Ross Warner, and it is 3-1. 3-1 at half-time. Still looking good, but maybe a bit fortunate to be quite so far ahead. Uh-oh. Ruban can see one eventually, and it's off the crossbar, and it's put in by Ruan at the back post, and it's Fulham 2, Whitport 3, and all of a sudden, they've come back into it with one of their own here. We got away with it initially, goes near post there, flicks off the crossbar, and the defenders don't get there quick enough. Thompson's stumbling, and it's 3-2. It reminds me a bit of that Bristol City game last season, where we got very fortuitously in front, and then they just started to grind their way back into the match. But actually, we've sort of just let it go for a little bit now, and things seem to have simmered down a little. Because they scored those 2 goals very, very quickly, if you think about it. But now we're back in the game. That's a nice touch. Nelson. Sullivan. No. Uh-oh. Breakaway for Fulham, potentially. No. Win it here. That's it. Well done, Clive. Can he slip it through for someone? He's going to go. He's got them shots, isn't he? Oh, wow. They've let him get through here. Surely too tight of an angle. Connor. Oh. Putman Kitely is injured, but he has at least made his Premier League debut. But we're down to 10 men at the moment. Charrier. Got to go along with this, and that's not good defending, but there's nothing we can do when we're down to 10 men. Galeno's through here. Good save from Griggs. I think that's going to do it, though. Fulham 2, Whitport 3. That first half onslaught looks like it is going to get us an away victory. No! Wow, that'll do it. That's going to do it. We're going to get the victory at Craven Cottage. That's a huge win. Just gets us back on the winning horse, so to speak, and gets us back up above Liverpool, of all people, and keeps Fulham down there, who've already they've already got a minus 19 goal difference after 9 games. Them and Bristol City are getting absolutely hammered regularly. And we've just added 3 more to the tally right there. Good result for us. Clive, of course, was excellent with 2 assists, but Fraser Thompson's the hero there. We need to be better from open play, though, if we're going to continue to thrive. And I do still think, like I said, we'll drop off, but we definitely look like we've got the beating of a lot of teams down towards the bottom, which is very encouraging. If we could just win at home. Right then, guys, we're back. This might well have been the greatest game in Premier League history. I'm not even joking. It's up there for me. So, where do we start? Let's get into it. Ball over the top here. Eventually, the ball is going to come back across, and Brighton, after 8 minutes, take the lead. And I thought, God, our home record is just trash, isn't it? 1-0 Brighton after 8 minutes. But then, they're about to get on the breakaway, and some poor defensive mix-ups for them. Ends up with some lovely football. Nelson slips it through. Billington scores a goal. 1-1 after 12 minutes. I thought, good stuff. And then literally just minutes after that, a lovely interception here. Ball whipped over the top. Billington's in again. Manages to score his 2nd goal of the night. He's finally sort of find some form in the Premier League. 2-1 up. I thought, is this our day? Well, on half an hour, we got a chance to find out if it was going to be our day. As Charrier gets down the right-hand side, whips it across. Billington in there. 3-1 at home. Finally, the win is coming. But then, check this out for a goal. Kimberley's ball across. Into Sullivan. To Thompson. Schurter. Nelson. Billington. Nelson. Bam. 4-1 on 32 minutes. Then on the hour mark, we absolutely killed this game off, or so we thought. Schurter getting around the outside here, ball across, there was Simon Nelson, another goal for him, 5-1 up. And then Brighton changed their tactic. They switched it to that weird shape that Swansea played. They didn't do it against us, weirdly, but I still never actually got a chance to show you the shape. It's so bizarre, and we've always kind of struggled against it. Then, 66 minutes in, a bit of an absolute melee in the box here, and suddenly it's 5-2. Then literally seconds after that, Brighton get another opportunity as Nunez just gets the ball here. Terrible defending from us. He gets himself through. 5-3. And then finally, we think we've killed it. Kimberley's ball in. There's Wim Billington. 4th goal of the night. 6-3. But they weren't done. 81 minutes on the clock. Whipped out onto the left-hand side with Brian here. There's plenty of bodies back, but it's not enough. Back post. Header. Off the post. 6-4. And then amazingly, in the 86th minute, Brighton managed to grab a 5th goal of the match. It's just crazy. Comes off Griggs. Own goal, 6-5. We were defending like crazy towards the end of this, but we did manage to get the result in the end. 6-5. The joint highest scoring game in Premier League history with the Reading Portsmouth 7-4. But god damn, this one could have... They had a chance after that as well, and it very nearly was 6-all. Mental. And next up, we were hosting Spurs, much further up the league. It kind of reminded me of the City game a little bit, except we weren't as good in this one. Lovely ball in, and Almada makes it 1-0 to Spurs after 12 minutes. We did, however, get some chances. This time, Win Billington getting the ball out wide, driving across the defenders. We got a bit fortunate here. The shot isn't even going in. The keeper actually deflects it into his own net, and it's an OG. But then just after half-time, we were just sort of flagging a little bit. Just couldn't get the ball against them. Ball was whipped across. Simple one. Knocked down to Sargent. Bam. Back of the net. 2-1 Spurs. They also missed a penalty in this game, which Griggsy saved. We were also down to 10 men as Morelli was sent off. A little bit more space was available then. Back post, headed in by Richards, and unfortunately that was 3-1 to Spurs. Just not quite our day. The penalty miss that could have been worse for us. Griggsy made a great save, but the red card did not help at all, and another defeat. But at least we got the home win finally against Brighton, sort of, just about. And all that leaves us 9th in the Premier League, so still doing pretty damn well. 18 points on the board after 11 matches is pretty successful, if you ask me. Kimberley's still considered the best player in the league right now. Billington up there on goals after scoring 4 of them in one match. But Adil Fusha of Southampton's got 10 in 12. He's transfer listed for 65 million by them because he's requested to leave. As you can see, though, Blackhaven have started to pick up the pace a little bit. They beat, who was it at home? I can't actually remember who it was at home. And then they've obviously won 2-1 away at Wolves today as they start to close the gap on us a little bit now. We've scored 26 times this year. And you'll notice as well, Manchester City have only conceded 2 goals in their first 12 games. And one of them was to us. I will take that, if nothing else. Spurs have started to slip a little bit. Saints and Watford still right in there for the Champions League places. But you could sort of see that. I mean, I would say we're involved, but we're not really. As we go to Anfield today, it's a massive task for us to go to Anfield. We've played there once before. I think it's really unlikely that anything could happen for us, but you just never know these days. As Bristol City have conceded even more goals. I didn't notice that Southampton were beaten 5-1. What is their goal difference now? -22, but then Fulham are -24. So we're going to have to make some changes here. Morelli will come out. In will come Luke Watson. At the back, Sean Smith or Marcolini. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to go with Marcolini. Why the hell not at this point? Billington has really started to improve lately. Sullivan's sort of struggling a little bit at the moment, but that's fine. To be honest, Schurter's done an okay job filling in. He's not anywhere near the same level, but he's going to get there one day, I feel like. As for the bench, I mean, we're going to have to put somebody on the bench here. I guess Aston Herbert could come in, and I suppose Sean Smith. Do I put Jeff Hayes on the... I've tried Pat McCartney in a couple of matches. Is he up to 200 league games for us now? Okay, I'm going to leave him on the bench for one more game here because I really do think we're going to struggle here anyway. I want to get him the 200th appearance. Usually this is the type of tactic that teams switch to against us when they're struggling late on and need a result. Not the sort of thing you play from the start. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I can already feel it. But on the other hand, Liverpool haven't started that well this year. And remember also, we've had some really strange results away. We won 4-1 at Old Trafford this season. You just never know what we're capable of. Just going to do our best. We need Big Clive to have one of his big games. But so far, we are not looking at the races so far. They're getting a lot of shots and chances. Well, not even chances. They're getting a lot of shots. But, you know, we play on the counter-attack. It's what we do. Simon Nelson's been fantastic this year. They might just let him go all the way through here. Simon Nelson's in, and it's a good strike. I do find we tend to struggle against this shape. That's why I always get concerned when teams move to it late on in games, but the fact that they've started with it is worrying. Kuhn into the space, loads of room, and it's a good piece of goalkeeping. I think it was actually Charrier that got on the end of it. Gayen. Go on, Shutter. Oh, no, he's lost it. Well, Adria Pages gets in there. It's 1-0 to Liverpool, and they have dominated the first 13 minutes of this game. This is the most we've been dominated all season. Like, even when we played Manchester City, they were never this dominant against us so early. Schurter has to do better here. He has to be clearing this. And instead, he just dawdles on the ball, and it's an open goal, basically, for Pages. We're going to up the passing directness just to try to get something in behind for someone like Billy. Because at the moment, we're not doing a lot. And Griggsy with a great stop. Oh, God. I mean, Griggs did his best there. It's 2-0 Liverpool now. This is definitely the worst we've played this year. They've been very good, but we've also just not really been at it today. Yeah, coming off the back of that Spurs result. We did seem to have a lot of very favourable fixtures at Rome. We've got Chelsea directly after this game as well. So expect another defeat probably in coming dead. Then again, we did beat Man United. Just kind of hoping we can get to half-time here. But apparently the game has other ideas. Pages is through again, and now it's 3-0. I thought we could at least get to half-time without conceding another one there. But now he's completed his hat-trick in the first half, and Liverpool have just ripped us apart. I'm actually very surprised they're as low down the league as they are. This is the best anyone's played against us so far. Very, very basic stuff, though. Just simple through the middle there. Goes around the goalkeeper. Nothing Griggsy can do there. 3-0. Right, this is game over now. They have now changed their system, though. Away from that style. We're just going to go nuts and go balls to the wall in the second half. We've done it before against Liverpool, and it's pulled us back into matches. And I think maybe we just need to fight fire with fire a little bit. This could be very, very dangerous if we lose 6-0 or something. But we're just being too passive at the moment. Pages, oh my God, he's through again. Oh, Marcolini tried to destroy him there. Charrier, Sullivan, here we go. Can Billington... He's not in the right position here. Sullivan's going to have to go alone, and Billington's... Oh, that was a chance. Schurter's now been sent off. Froda, what are you doing, man? That was inexperienced. Are we just going to let him run all the way through? Good Lord, guys. Come on. Inexperience was just showing too much there from Schurter. He just didn't need to make that tackle. It's a very Whitport... I mean, he's now officially a Whitport player with that, but could have done without it today. Charrier's done all right here. Ropez. He could go through here. He's all the way in. Oh, it deflects to the goalkeeper. That was a good chance. He needs that first goal for us. I think for his career and his confidence, he needs to find that first goal for the club. Kimberley's ball. Ropez is in. Can he do it? One touch to save himself. Yes, is he offside? Disallowed by VAR. Clear offside. Let's see how clear this offside is. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't think he was offside there, the way that he makes the run back, but oh, that was a chance. Such a shame for the youngster. But he did put it in the net, at least, but I wish that was a goal. Even if we lose, just because it's great to see the young lad actually score for us. And now it's 4-0. Coco Kapatumbi, oh, hang on. Patumbi. Probably just Patumbi, isn't it? Gets the goal for Liverpool, and it's 4-0 now. Yeah, we'll just move on. Mario, oh, Griggs can't get there, and it's now 5 to Liverpool. I mean, that's just poor from us. 5-0 Liverpool. This is what I kind of expected from the big matches in the Premier League this season, was these kind of results. And frankly, I'm surprised we haven't had one yet so far, so I guess we just have to take this on the chin. Go on, get a goal. Sullivan. And it's headed at goal by Marcolini, but he couldn't quite get it. Well, the 3,000 travelling Whitport fans are not exactly going to be enamoured with what they've just seen, but let's face it. Oh, go on, Dave. Get a late goal back for us, and he's put it in! Dave Morton scores his first goal in the Premier League. Well, I guess that's something. And a nice little assist from Ropas as well. Just popping this round the side for Dave Morton. He'll take that, but at least we've scored a goal at Anfield here. Morton with the goal as well. He's always good for a goal for us, and he scores his first goal as a Premier League player. It's nice to see for Dave. That's the smallest sliver of a silver lining there in this 5-1 trashing, is that Dave Morton has at least been able to score a goal. And Ropas, if he'd have just held his run a tiny bit on that goal, maybe he would have got one too. Liverpool 5, Whitport 1. Far from ideal, but we're doing our best at the moment, and we remain where we are in the league, and that's the main thing. Blackhaven could come to within a point of us if they were to win their next match, so there is that. And Ben Putman-Kirtley made his 200th career appearance for Whitport, and it might well have been his last one, but if nothing else, he will have reached 200 for us, which is still a hell of an achievement for the lad. Because next up, we have Chelsea. It's not ideal, but then we do at least have Burnley after that, and we've got some slightly more winnable games coming up soon. Those Fulham and Brighton wins, where we scored 9 goals and conceded 7, at the very least has just given us a little bit of hope. Not even hope. I think we're going to be fine this year, but those games are going to we're going to have results like that, unfortunately. It's just the way it goes in the Premier League. So if you've enjoyed this episode, been a lot of goals, if nothing else, drop a like, that'd be superb. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be awesome as well. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and usually at the weekends too, so go follow there as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for, what could probably be another defeat to one of the larger sides in the league. But we're just going to keep on playing our style. As we've seen, it sometimes can work. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.